Normally, I don't make a part two to a fucking video, but this is kind of a little near dear to me. It's also because Master Chief is back. Well, not really. Halo Reach is alive and well, and EA made me pirate Mass Effect 2 because Origins won't download DLC. But that's a video for another time. One of the things that I do, and I think a lot of other gamers do this, the epic gaming moments that we have on our battle royales and our fucking trading card games, is I like to put on, complete stupidity on the other end of the screen. So whenever I'm, playing a video game, I like to have just plain stupidity. And you understand it. I just have like background music and I have like, crazy shit. So for the last couple days, I've been hearing, fucking Onision screaming in my ears as I've been playing Mass Effect 2. So just picture this for a second. Here I am playing Mass Effect 2. I'm on the Citadel. I'm with Commander Shepard. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite Krogan cock sleeve on the Citadel. And at the same time, in my right ear, there's fucking like there's fucking, that crazy shit kicking in. Now, it's almost like a weird duality of life, just combining together like I don't know. I don't know what to say, okay? I'm not a fucking intellectual. But the reality is that that's what I've been doing. And one of the things that I wanted to make this video about is this genuinely almost like fucking tilted me, okay? Like I'm actually, I know that I shouldn't be pissed off, but I'm fucking pissed off. And I might as well just talk about it, okay? Before I actually blow a gasket and I like pop a blood vessel or something. I am getting old, all right? It's just how it is. But let me cover this real quick. So Onision has had his fucking like bullshit, his temper like issues. He's been chimping out, and he's been chimping out mostly because of the fact that Patreon is missing, and everyone's supposedly targeting him. Onision has basically entered into a hive of possible federal investigations. I don't know, whatever tax issues might come in, the fact that he's destroyed wetlands. There are YouTube channels that exist that have made fucking careers off of ripping on Onision, okay? And you know what? To each their own. I don't even agree with any of that. I kind of just look at it from a side perspective. You know what? Like most fucking people, I enjoy watching the fucking train wreck from the side. I do. Okay? As simple as that. Most everyone fucking does. If you say that you don't enjoy the train wreck, you're lying to yourself. You know at the corner of your eye, you're like, that's a juicy fucking wreck right there. God damn. Everyone's looking. So there are channels that have done it. And when I made that video, there's a lot of people who enjoyed it, there's a lot of people who liked it, there's a lot of people who came into it, but I feel like, my original message wasn't really fucking clear enough. So yeah, I'm going to add a little bit more to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I went onto Onision's channel, and one of the things ever since then is just like fucking just day after day after day. We went from, I can't do this anymore, to delete this video, the horrible truth about Mickey Mouse. Please stop this. I can't take it anymore. Wow, sorry. You're assaulting the English language. It's 2 R's. The awful truth about Toy Story. What do you mean Toy Story? How about Woody cheated on his taxes? That's a real story. Kingdom Hearts 3, they actually had this moment where like Sora can't. It'd be great. It'd be crazy if he cheated on his taxes. That'd be a fucking plot line for Toy Story 5, honestly, right? How they have tax Toy Story 5, Andy, Woody, and fucking Buzz Lightyear commit tax fraud. Oops. Oh, okay. Police and now. Every single one of these videos has revolved around just like screaming and general anger. There's one where he like ripped down his fucking green screen, like, all right, calm down there, Jethro Tull. Okay, we get it. You need fucking big, strong vegan body. We got that. I understand. I get the fucking picture and framework in my head. One of the things that I've always like sort of like always wondered about Onision is like the man is the luckiest dude alive. All right, like. Onision, your channel has to be one of the luckiest things to exist because there's no like actual proper content to any of this, you know what I mean? Like it's always like a shitty take one after another. I've lost all hope for this man ever since like, anytime somebody passes away, Onision always has to come in and basically like ruin people's like suffering. Even like he has to like twist the knife in a little deeper. Anytime a tragedy happened, Onision has to come in and basically be the fucking reality check. I understand that. I get it. I'm a cynical guy at times too. But there's some things you just shouldn't do, and Onision does it because it gets him attention. It gets him what he wants. And for the fact that people who rip on him, you're doing the right thing because the man has made a fucking living and a career off ripping on other people, and now he can't really take it himself at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the whole thing basically stems from this Patreon loss. Onision committed a fucking no-no, okay? Let me teach you fucking guys and gals a word, okay? It's called accountability, okay? What the fuck does accountability mean? Well, accountability, ladies and gentlemen, according to the fucking dictionary, means the act of being a fucking adult. All right, years ago when I was doing nostalgic web browsing, who remembers that fucking dinosaur, right? I went to Zelda.com, Legend of Zelda, and when I went to the Wayback Machine, because that was a whole gimmick, seeing websites now and then, sort of seeing them when they were first made. Well, when I went to Zelda.com, LegendofZelda.com, whatever the fuck, and I went back all the way to the 90s, yeah, there was some straight, like, hot lesbian porn, all right? Like, I'm just not kidding with you. I got a little turned on. YouTube didn't. They gave me a fucking community guideline strike. But you know what? As a fucking adult, you realize, yeah, I messed up. I made a mistake. Onision had doxed somebody's private information. Like, he legitimately gave out information. For those of you who don't understand, giving away private information is the dumbest fucking thing you can do. There are big TV media companies out there that would never fucking do that. And they have big legal teams. They can handle it. But they would never do it because it's such a precise and shut case that they could be fucking definitely taken to court for a lot of fucking money if they violate privacy laws, things like that by mistake. That's why, like, the vetting and doing all, and checking all this is very important to any YouTuber out there. So yeah, when he lost his Patreon because he doxed another individual on the internet, basically leaking their private information, whether that be a full name or phone number, yeah, you're gonna get fucking, yeeted off Patreon. And like I said earlier in the video, it's very difficult to get yeeted off Patreon. I'm pretty sure they give anybody a Patreon that has a pulse, okay? Even if you don't have a pulse, you probably have a Patreon, right? Like, I'm pretty sure there's like people that have ceased to live that still have active Patreons running. I don't know. But that's kind of the general consensus of this whole bullshit. Now, witnessing day after day of this chimping out nonsense of like just screaming at the camera about like, you guys are destroying me. No. There's nothing going on, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the day, what's happening over here is something that we call karma. In India, okay, the word karma came out because of this shit. Everyone has a karmic reaction to this kind of nonsense. When you're a dick to everyone around you, chances are the world revolves and becomes a dick back to you. And this kind of takes me to my final fucking point about this kind of shit. And it actually leaves me really angry when I look at it from a grand scheme of things. It's the last time I'll ever really talk about it, but I've talked about numerous, individuals like this. If you look at the content that I've made recently, I've ripped on people that have made the worst kind of clickbaits, whether you're like fucking railing Peppa Pig's pussy, or you're like, you're calling your dead grandmother or some shit and she responds, or you're getting like mugged or something, or your house was robbed, apparently, quote unquote. That content I dislike. I 100% dislike. I dislike the Cash App scams even more. I dislike the fact that Fernando has showed me GTA 6 footage 17 times in a fucking row. All bullshit, but YouTube doesn't fucking care. What actually pisses me off the fucking most about this is YouTubers like Onision, DarkSidePhil, whatever you want to call it. Because at the end of the day, as YouTubers, as people who make videos on the internet, we're here to fucking, at first and foremost, make you smile. One of the YouTubers that I don't actively really talk to, but one that I do respect genuinely is That Creepy Reading. He's back from the creepypasta days, but if you ever heard of that channel, you'll know that the guy, he works a lot. He works, and he has a whole different job outside of YouTube. The guy works. The content that he makes, first and foremost, targets that. He makes good content. He makes content to make people smile, make people informed, things like that. And I can genuinely respect it. When I witness content makers like this, I actually see no remorse. Onision is getting charged with some pretty fucking serious shit. He's getting some pretty serious allegations tossed his way. A man in this situation should definitely explain these things first and foremost, okay? This is not a laughing matter. This isn't a fucking joke. The more I think about it, the more it aggravates me. It's somebody that, like, it's stuff that's so serious that I would like to hear a side of. And it never really gets addressed. It never really gets brought into. The man has realized that people are going to watch this individual because he's chimping out. What he hasn't realized is this won't last, okay? People are gonna look at you. I would watch a fucking cooking channel. Watch them like angry, helicopter their cock around on camera and throw pots and pans because everyone watches somebody chimp out. It fucking does. That's how it works, okay? That's reality in general. But when it comes down to it, Onision, this isn't gonna fucking save the channel. This isn't gonna do anything, okay? This isn't gonna do anything for you. There's some fucking serious shit that's being charged, and all I'm witnessing right now is like blatant manipulation to whatever fans that are left. Just running this train out to the point and never really addressing anything that needs to be fucking addressed. To me, it's one of the most aggravating things that I can kind of fucking see. And the more and more I look at it, the more and more I just tune away from that kind of stuff. It's fucking stupid, It really is dumb at the end of the day. Onision, I gotta say, in the harshest way possible, okay? This is the truth coming at you. you have gotten incredibly lucky, okay, on this platform. The content you make doesn't really provide anything to the general consensus. The only people that have watched this content, unironically, are people that are fucking basically embryos. And the fact that they've grown up into fucking adults and realized that it's best to step away from this shit, have done so, and it's what it's done to your channel. Your channel didn't die because you made it paid only, or you had to take every once in a while. No, your channel died because you never really made any fucking content. And when you made content, it was oftentimes the same fucking video 20, 30 times over. None of this stuff really appeals to anybody. None of this stuff really matters anymore. You know, at the end of the day, if you wanted to make good content, you would make good content and you would still be around on the platform. But when you spent your entire time ripping on individuals, you spent your entire time just fucking basically being a toxic individual when it comes to anything in life. And now karma is fucking hitting you back. All right, simple as that. And you know what? If it sounds like I'm being way too harsh, that's the whole fucking premise of it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, you know what? This is sort of my final take. Please stop watching this, all right? Like, you know, it's a train wreck that, like, isn't even, like, a train wreck worth watching anymore. It's incredibly serious, and you know what? If anything, the cool stuff about it is Chris Hansen has started showing up in my recommended, so if anything, watch that kind of stuff. But yeah, I wanted to give sort of a finality to this. You know, not many times am I going to do, like, a 2-time video. Like, I would never do, like, a fucking twice video here and there, but usually for those rare exceptions, those rare cases, yeah, I'm going to talk about it. Yeah, I'm going to fucking cover it. But ladies and gentlemen, Halo Reach is out. And you know what? My nips are pretty hard, okay? I'm a fucking finish the fight, or start the fight. You know, Halo Reach is the earliest. And call it a day, ladies and gentlemen. So that being said, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. My left nut hurts. This is me, Muda, and I am out.
Hello guys and gals, me Mudahar, and welcome to more Deep Web Browsing, episode number 66 to be more exact. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a series where we take a look at the side of the internet that's a little too dank as always. It's every Sunday, well, not Sunday for me, a day before, really. But, you know, as always, it's going to be random. It's going to be whatever it is. We might come across spooky stuff. We might come across funny stuff. Hopefully, I might even come across a few Mouse. I don't know. But, as always, it's random, and it's just a way, really, to just relax and see some dank internet. So sit back, relax, and let's see what all of this is going to be about. So, first website after this cut. Alright, so first site that I've come across was just recently indexed. I guess it's sort of a meme, I guess, at this point. I mean, if I ever find some of these websites that typically are like the real gateway to the dark web or the shadow web or something like that, we've seen a few of these sites already. I'll end up showing that first in my list. But this, of course, as you can tell, is kind of funny because it's a satirical look at it. Of course, as always, every time we found these, it's always bullshit, okay? Nobody's gonna give you some spooky shit, alright, for, like, pennies, right? Which is really what it is. And there's no way for you to access weird locations like .shweb. Obviously, it's .shadowweb. But let's read this out. Welcome to the real gateway to the shadow web. Are you tired of scavenging the darknet, looking for a legitimate link to the deepest, darkest corners of the internet, only to find another scam? You're in luck! Because this isn't it. And this, you know... It's like, I understand this is like fucking, this is satire on it, you know, this is like a parody, but it's so shocking how close it is to the real fucking thing. But however, with our bullshit descriptions and false promises to send you on a journey of mind-blowing debauchery through the darknet, we are confident that we too can scam you out of your money. Again, it's shocking, but some people still fall for this. We are offering you a chance here, a chance to gain access to the fabricated fairy tale originating from a creepypasta that numerous douchebag YouTubers claim to be based on factual events. That is true. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube who cover the deep web as well, reading fucking creepypastas and just believing it's real. It's a chance to see something so heinous and terrifying that your young brains will just not be able to comprehend. This person's a savage. So apparently they can offer you this: red rooms, aliens, including rock-solid fucking proof that the Intergalactic Poker Championships, Man vs. E.T., did in fact take place, more red rooms, even more red rooms, the location of Atlantis, complete snuff archive, over 70 petabytes, alright, quantum computing blueprints, downloading missing link DNA samples, the fountain of youth location, UFO cruise tickets like, oh my god, best vacation ever, and much more. All of this is yours for the low scam price of not 10 BTC, that's a fair amount actually, but 0.003. That's right, from now until forever, we are having a special on all the potentially genocidal information that our customers seek. You don't believe us? Click here for samples. All right, we're gonna click there for the samples and shit. I'm not gonna go on to here. Okay, this is oh wait, what is this? This is actually a donation page. You go to the C's Federal Bureau of Fairy Tale Investigation, U2's retarded teen investigations and creepypasta administrations. Yeah. See, it's a lot of it is bullshit, and I'm glad I came across a site that's necessarily a parody website for the stuff as well, because there's a lot of people fall for it. A lot of people fucking read creepypastas about it and pass it off like, oh man, that's actually on there, you know what I mean? Like, those scary stories you read on the internet, yeah, they're real. No, 95% of them are fake as fuck. But they do have a place where you can pay them money. They say it's basically a donation. And if I had some BTCs, I throw in a donation because it is a good fucking chuckle, all right? Their custom shadow web domains are .fiction. So clearly it's a joke, all right? Let me be honest with you, okay? I need to make this an abundant point. There are people that watch these videos and they end up buying a Bitcoin or two. All right, and you know they trade away a lot of fucking money for cryptocurrency, and they chip it away, and they sometimes buy shit like this. Okay, now I've always said, hey, don't buy this kind of stuff because do you really want to be fucking seeing, you know, potentially what is child porn or snuffing kind of and whatnot, and then they get sad that they get scammed off. Well, what the fuck do you expect? This is exactly what a scam is. Now, not this one, but the other pages we've seen, the ones with the black background with the fucking subway tunnel, spooky dark way underneath. I don't know. But regardless, a lot of this is bullshit. You know, there's no Mariana's Web, right, where there's like the darkest trench of things, where I guess in a way, technically, even then it's weird, all right? But I mean, the darkest trench where the worst of the worst is, it's not a thing, okay? That's, you know, dark shit is like, it's like fucking pepper, okay? It's just every fucking where, all right? It's in every dark corner, but it's also up at the surface. It's also within the cream, man. Some people just fall for this stuff way too easily. Please don't give money to people scamming, okay? Don't fall for this stuff. Earn your money, all right? But don't fucking throw it away, all right? Just be smart about this shit. Is all I can really say to this, okay? At the end of the day, I'm not your fucking parent, okay? I'm not anyone. Just take my advice, okay? I come on, all right, whatever. Regardless, that was a nice little chuckle. I think I had a little giggle there, but enough is enough. Let's go on to something more real, you can say. Oh man, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We've got AlienNet, man. That's fucked up, dude. The intros are like the most random part of these videos. Like every time I do an intro, it's always fucking random. Like I make that shit up as I'm doing it. You know, there's a lot of cuts that happen. Like this one was like 6 fucking failures, so you know, I stop and redo the whole thing. And I mentioned, you know, maybe we'll see. I hope we see some alien stuff. All right. This is something that I didn't catalog before I began it. All right. Like, this isn't something that, you know, I sort of amassed. Because usually what happens is after I do the intro, then it comes time to the amassing section of videos. You know, then I start recording again. Glad I came across the ALMnet. Which, welcome to the Darknet project site. We are the ALMOws. Welcome to AlienNet. AlienNet is a VPN-based hidden network. Close. You can't use it like a proxy, nor any proxy will be able to enter it. It bears around concepts related to anonymity, privacy, and security. In AlienNet, you'll be able to visit the .anon sites. It looks like a parallel network out of all independent, uncensored, and among all secure. AlienNet is the only hidden network that will totally hide your ass from the big brother. When you're connected to ALMnet, your machine will result offline for the entire internet wallrid. Is that safe enough? Enjoy, my dears. It seems like you're selling me a lot, you know, but let's go into this, okay? So it's secure. ALMnet is offering the best anonymities experience. The entire network is a key auth-based 4096. The same network is completely closed. Nothing can enter the network if not in possession of the unique key. Okay. With a single command, you'll be able to set the entire system ready to connect to AlienNet. Since it's a VPN, it will generate a tunnel. The AlienNet system will assign a fake IP. The IP is your exit IP into the alien network, and the network is settled to not use or log communication with any IP. The only communication between the alien network is your machine. With your machine is the key. So the only thing that they, parse with each other is the key. There's no, logging going on. And, of course, there's many VPN services, many hidden parallel networks that do the exact same. It's just a simple matter of not storing those logs and keeping them to a drive or writing them anywhere. The alien network is coming to be very populated. You'll always find new sites, chats day to day, and you'll discover that AlienNet is offering the same services you'll find in the clear web: IRC servers, mail servers, sites, wiki, various services, social networks, and all this servering. What? All this servering is allowed and available also into the alien network. AlienNet is a parallel world where to start a parallel life. Okay, now we went from a fucking Tor, esque network to a fucking parallel world, a universe, if you will. That's all right. You're beginning to sell me a lot, okay? But let's go into this. You can join it now. You can ask for a key and follow. Oh man, I gotta fire that up. I gotta understand the installation guide and asking for a key. You will access a hidden world, but you can also help us to grow. Yeah, I don't think the people running this are typically from the English-speaking world, but, whatever it is, it's definitely trying. It's trying to attract as many people as it can. AlienNet allowing clients to run on servers. Your assigned IP by AlienNet is working IP into the network. Fight the censorship and enter AlienNet. If you desire, hidden services work also using the IP. You can register an ANN site. AlienNet is fighting censorship, mass control, and any form of oppression, censure, not censor, censure, and control. We fight for a free world where everyone will count as uno. Okay. All right, let's go in, ladies and gentlemen. If you are close to VPN, you'll probably understand how AlienNet works. Get the general gist, we know. Contact me, so you can contact the individual using Jabber, ICQ. Oh my fucking god, ICQ, dude, that takes me back. Takes me back to the MIRC days, bro. Jesus. I feel so old now. Crap. You can like them on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Okay, look, if you're trying to be all secretive and shit, why the fuck would I publicly like your page if I'm trying to hide that I use AlienNet? Are you still in AlienNet? You can't miss it. That's their IRC. Join them on IRC. Help and support AlienNet's store. Okay, we accept PayPal as the main again, if I'm trying to be discreet, why the fuck would I use PayPal? Whatever, though. There's no Bitcoin solution. You can click that to enter, which we'll see. Now, AlienNet, you can request an AlienNet key. You send them a request. The person, I think, creates a unique key for you. And this is the installation guide. So basically, you ask them for a client. They send you a client. You install the OpenVPN. Copy your host files. Now, of course, you use either Windows or Linux. I don't think they have a Mac version for this at all. It's kind of leaving out a sizable chunk of people. But, going into the system page, they're still setting up. So by the end of September, end of this month, really. Shit, how much longer do you guys have? Really, all next week, really. September is basically the fucking crux, the end. So y'all need to hurry your ass up. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, what we do have is, by the way, this is a clear website, what it's linked me to, systech.com, and there they have the links to their Tor relay sites. This is a new Tor-esque system coming up. Now, I don't know how heavy reliable it is, but I think I'm going to go for some form of application. Hopefully, maybe if the person who makes AlienNet finds it, please give me a contact, because I would like to see what's in AlienNet. Definitely seems very interesting, and if it's as active as a person is saying it is, then, hey, we might have more sites to tap into, really. So, AlienNet, bless AlienNet. From what it seems, it makes sense. Of course, I'm a little skeptical based on how they're trying to, they want you to be anonymous, but they want you to use public banking services and fucking public social networks to really give your information away. So, regardless, that is AlienNet. I don't think there's much more I can really say about AlienNet other than what we've seen now. It seems kind of legit, but at the same time, I'd kind of stay away. Tor's okay from where it is. To say that you're the only one that can keep you, I think there needs to be a little more substantial evidence there. But from what it sounds like, it makes a fair amount of sense. But I would like to know more about it. And, yeah, you made me feel old. Thanks for that, okay? Fuck. Let's go to another site. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we have 86 and 898. All right, it's a nice little ASCII art provided to us. Lots of ones and zeros. Seems like we're supposed to get something in binary, but Of course, I'm not in the mood to fuck with that shit, but they've got something called Empezar, which, by the way, I am going to copy that because I know this is going to be a foreign website. That translates from Spanish, so start. Now, when I opened this up, we got this lovely looking site. Yeah, this definitely looks like a site that just comes across as very inviting and very fine. But of course, if you look at the top, you can see la tengo que decir que la deep web no se forma por niveles, que entre más bajes encontrarás cosas peores como snuff, pedofilia, etc. Eso es un mito. Now, this took me about 5 minutes to find. Normally, I don't really show you guys really dark shit, especially stuff that only really offers snuff and pedophilia, unless it's incredibly easy to find. Like if it just shows up as recently indexed, stuff that it would take you like 5-10 minutes, provided you know about the hidden wiki and, you know, a few link lists that index on a constant basis. Yeah, you'd find this. So this is Unknown's Caravan. Now, as far as I've seen, there is nothing really on this website that is necessarily illicit, I would say. So, you know, thankfully we've ignored that. They've got some gifts over here of 86 and 98, which I think it might just be some kind of a group. They've got, you know, lovely little Matrix reference going on over there. But essentially, the site, I feel, is mentioning a whole lot of other clients to access different darknets with. So I guess you could say that's sort of the theme for this week is other communities, you know? Essentially, that's what it is. We're just finding about other communities like AlienNet and this kind of shit too. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and I'm going to go to Google Translate. I'm just going to toss it in here. Get a rough translation. Obviously, we're not going to have anything crazy over here. I have to say the deep web, not formed by levels of descent, find that the more worse is that's a myth. Ah, okay, so it might just be an advocacy site that's telling us that most of the stuff is not actually okay, so that's really nice. I think what they're saying is most of it is not, you know, the crazy shit that people are referencing, which I'm so glad is the thing, because thank God that's not the you know, a lot of people push that fact on the internet, and it's not true. And it's what scares people going on this stuff in the first place. Don't be scared, access it. Again, be safe. Don't just think all of it is snuff and porn. That stuff exists on the clear web as well. The deep web only consists of private and anonymous, decentralized networks, and before you know how they work, these should know the concept P2P. What is P2P? And they're going to go about and telling you what is peer-to-peer, essentially. Okay, so there's no reason you should really worry. Peer-to-peer is just you connecting to another system. That's essentially what it is. Peer-to-peer, you know, you don't have any middleman in between. It's you directly connected to another node. So let's go into here. Let's translate this. It is an anonymous network layer, network within a network. It is designed to protect communications monitoring networks and monitoring by third parties such as ISPs. Yes, that is true. Your internet service provider, if you're in the States, you got like AT&T, Time Warner, and stuff like that. We have Bell, who I'm with, right? Like, you know, you have Rogers over here as well and whatnot. So you have all those providers. You go to Europe. I don't really know what providers they really have in Europe or, you know, any other place. But since your information is trafficked through them, they can see what you're doing, okay? And that's why I know some of you people torrent, okay? I know some people do. You might have gotten that one letter that says, please remove those files if you torrent something. That's them monitoring what you do. And if you're on here, you know, they can't really monitor what you do. I mean, they know you're accessing it. They don't know what the fuck you're doing, so there's no implications. Now, of course, it's mentioning things such as ARPANET, all right, which if you don't know what ARPANET is, was basically like internet, you know, beta internet, which was used by the United States military. You know, they're the ones who developed the protocols on themselves, and they're the ones who really used it during their time in order to better communication. And through that and development of that is what led to the internet, okay? It's a whole long story, a lot of history that I really suggest you all look up and read for yourself because, you know, if you're into this kind of stuff, it is genuinely interesting. But essentially, this site looks to be fucking freaky. Unknown 86 and 96. You know, obviously from first glance, looking at the background gifs and whatnot, it comes across as a site that is potentially fucking freaky. But what it is it is an education site telling you, and of course, actually, don't take that completely from me because I don't know the whole fucking thing. I can't understand the language over here. It's giving me a whole bunch of updates. But I don't understand the language, so of course it could have some really bad stuff. But you have to understand as well too is from what I've read so far, it definitely seems like it's a site that does teach you more about the deep web. And again, please learn. I'm not going to keep harping on this, but learn about it. It's not all snuff and porn or scary shit. Okay, there is an element of that, but there's also elements of good. And this is an example of that. It does teach you about certain things. If I understood and knew how to read Spanish, yeah, I could, but I could definitely get into this, but. Frankly, what they're doing here is right. They're at least teaching people about Tor, Freenet, I2P, and all that stuff. But that being said, let's go to a different site, a site that isn't really on the whole education front. Let's dumb our minds with some mindless entertainment, hopefully funny shit. Let's go. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our deep web video for the week. This is about 3 minutes and 32 seconds long. Holy shit. This video looks incredibly familiar to me for some fucking reason. I don't know why it is. But this video is far larger than our other average of deep web video timing, which is usually about under a minute. This is 3 minutes and 32 seconds. And one thing right off the bat is I say right off the bat way too much. But first thing, as a fucking video editor and a person who works in film TV, I fucking hate the green effect that's applied to this. I know the exact fucking effect and it pisses me the fuck off. But ladies and gentlemen, let's hit play and let's see what this is all about. Now it's got apparently no audio, so maybe it shows up later. I don't fucking know. But we're walking through a trail, okay? This honestly, right off the bat, I say it again so many times. It reminds me of the Slender Man video we saw once, remember? The found footage shit. But okay, we're walking on sunshine, I think. I like walking on trails though, it's fucking okay, you're starting to getting some nice handheld shots there. This looks like something I've seen from a movie. I don't remember which movie it fucking was, but there was some dude who was power walking through here. Oh my god, it was that Ice Cube movie. Of like the second movie, like Are We There Yet? Like I think there was like his wife in the movie was having a baby and this dude power walks. It's literally this exact same trail. Weird reference to be making, I know. Okay, got a little strange notification in my ear, not from the video. Probably cut that out. Okay, I mean, this is going to be like, yeah, it's a minute already of us walking. I mean, I assume maybe something weird is going to happen. But, sometimes you come across videos that I'm glad it's not trying to be scary. It's honestly just seems like a walk through the woods with a really shitty green effect applied to it. Interesting. Interesting stuff indeed. Okay, well, I think we might venture off the beaten path. Almost feels like the 11-mile ritual, to be honest. Like finding that off, like branch in the path. Okay, we're walking into the grass over here. I mean, at this point, everything could fucking be grass with all the green applied to everything. What is this? Oh, okay, it's getting a little fucking darker now. I think we applied some inverse filters to it. Alright, don't worry. Maybe it's just like the really horrible... Okay, that's a bird nest. What the fuck is up here? Jesus fucking Christ, dude. What the fuck happened? This dude's just running away now. What actually happened? What the fuck's going on? This dude's like, it's 2 minutes in. This dude's just running the fuck away from this shit. What is going on right now? Like, the camera's work is so shaky anyways that even if you could try to make any detail out, you couldn't. Not only... Like, the green effect is one thing. You can't make out anything with it. It's like playing Manhunt 2, like censored, you know what I mean? Like when you want to try to see the good stuff, right? Like the meat of everything, it's tossed on so many filters that you might as well fucking be blind watching this. This person's looking around, whatever it is. Like, I really want to hear the video. Like, I mean, I assume the only audio that would be here is just a bunch of ha ha ha, All right. Okay, this person decided to run back. Why the fuck did you run back? Is the thing. We're about 2 minutes 53 seconds. So, am I trying to get a message over here? Like, there's nothing that popped up, no weird like message at all. And if there is, I completely missed it. There's like some really weird artifacting going on too. Like I think there is some element. Yeah, there's tearing going on. Jesus. This person's about to have a goddamn heart attack right now. Like, straight up. Like, the way they're shaking. Okay, the person fell the fuck over. That's really good quality for a deep web video. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. All right. So no creepy messages that popped up. No interesting corpses covered in what seems like duct tape being stabbed. It's just a man who seems to have come across something in the woods, ran in both directions, and from what hopefully this person passed out and woke up later. Although, if you woke up when it was dark outside, this is really not a place where you should be fucking waking up, is my honest opinion. But we're going to look through, analyze, scrub the video real quick. I don't think there's much to scrub at all because, there's no messages or anything crazy like that popped up. And I was really on the lookout. There was no creepy faces that appeared. And I'm not going to make creepy faces the thing because the video is so compressed and artifacting that anything could be a fucking face. Hell, this shit could be a fucking face. Like, right over there, I'm seeing an eye. And whatever, like, that could be a face, but it isn't. So let's go on forward, okay? Because the real actual, like, dude, that's a fucking face. 2 eyes, nose, mouth that's gaping open. Fuck me. Again, not a face, it's artifacting. Clever artifacting. That's a lot of duck shit on the ground there. Alright? And something happens. Right here, okay? So let's look through, okay? Let's get the yeah, hold on. Frame forward. So apparently something happens. Let's look at the sky. So clouds are moving, of course. Fairly decent. All right, I think something happens up here. I'm trying to, or something happens down there. I'm keeping my eye on both locations. Whatever it is, dude, I would not be fucking walking here by myself. Okay, something happens. And I have seen fucking nothing. I feel like there might be like, hold on, wait, is that a fucking UFO up there? Like the rounded circle, you see that? Like, see how round that is? Like, I know it mixes with the other cloud, but there's this little like circular thing up there. Like, is that supposed to be a fucking UFO? I mean, there is a bird's nest right there. All right. I mean, I wish I could see the bird because birds can have some cuteness attached to them. Yeah, Jesus Christ, doesn't seem like... Yeah, it doesn't... What the fuck? What the hell is that? You see that? It's like some weird Death Stranding umbilical cord shit. Huh. It's like somebody put a waypoint on No Man's Sky or something. No, that might just be a light post. Sorry. False alarm. No, I think it's a cloud. I'm sorry. False fucking alarm. You see, if the video didn't have this fucking atrocious screen filter to it, I could make so much more out of it, but unfortunately, you fucking can't. So this person runs away, alright? This person runs away from something that we have not ascertained. Now this person runs up to this point, alright? This person runs here. And he's gonna make a turn, is the thing you have to remember. I really wish I could hear the audio to this. I feel like that would have really described things a whole lot. Like maybe he's hearing some fucking growling and shit. Wait a minute. Is there something out here? Kind of feels like the load up screen to PT with all the forests and shit. What the fuck is that? There's like, oh, that's a branch. I was like, what is this? Eye? Like weird mouth and shit? Wait a minute. What the fuck are these light patterns? That's really weird. I mean, it could just be standard light coming in, but from all these directions is rather weird. The person sees something, runs this way, and then what happens is they eventually keep running and running and running. Oh, this place is like a whole lot of no. They fall to the ground, and I don't see any weird people like or anything around here. Okay, well, there was no answer. You know, there's a lot of questions that are raised, but there certainly aren't any answers. And, you know, in a way, it's not a creepy video. It's more of like a, what is the answer to this puzzle kind of video? Because nothing scary happened. There was nothing, you know, we're missing half the content because obviously we have no audio at all. So at the end of the day, I have a million fucking questions. What the fuck is going on here? You know, and I think I've seen this before. In a way, I know I should know, but at the same time, I've seen a lot of weird shit, so I guess at some point it starts amalgamating into one thing. But I feel like there is some answers that I could ask for this, and honestly, I'm going to leave that up to you all. So let me know what you guys think about this. I've done all the analysis I can, so I don't think I should really delve too much more of my time into this. We've already seen as much as we need to. But I'm going to end my deep web video over here for the week. We're going to back out longer than usual. Very glad for that, but at the same time, I have a lot of I have a lot of questions, not answers at all. And frankly, I don't think we'll get the answers with the minimal content that we had here. But let's back out and let's go and see other parts of the dank web. So this is ITT Underground, and for those of you who remembered a while back, we looked at a website that focused on the Virginia Tech tunnel system. I don't know how common and popular this is, but a lot of people really like looking at tunnel systems on the internet, and this is one of them, okay? So this is the Illinois Tech Tunnel Network and beyond. And I guess I can understand the appeal, you know, obviously going into some of these tunnel networks, they're very fucking elaborate, so, you know, it is more of an exploratory type thing, you know, people like to go into the unknown, they like to explore, it's the same concept as the deep web videos, so it is interesting to come across this shit. Last time we were doing it, it was Virginia Tech, now it's Illinois Tech Tunnel Network, and I'll stop harping on this. Let's go into what they're saying, okay? In order to effectively provide, actually, let's click on the home button, I think I might just be in a standard site. Just real quick, load, please. Okay, here we go. In order to effectively provide all the necessary services such as heat, cooling, electricity, and telecommunications to a large number of buildings in a close proximity, there are two common solutions to this engineering problem. The first is burying pipes and conduits directly. However, this tends to make repairs and upgrades difficult. The second and far more common solution is to construct a network of tunnels connecting multiple buildings that allow for the passage of pipes and conduits, as well as very easy access for repairs and upgrades. That is very true. You know, if you're going to do that, you might as well, you know, do it the you know, instead of making everything a mess, streamline it together, cable tie it, and create a proper route. That makes the most sense. The Illinois Institute of Technology campus, located in Chicago, Illinois, has been the subject of a significant amount of change. That's a beautiful campus, by the way. I've been to Chicago, seen it a few times. Good stuff. Improvement and renovation over the course of a long period of time. While many of the newer buildings on campus do not feature any interesting tunnel connections, the majority of buildings built on the west side of State Street that date back to the 1950s and 60s are served by a rather extensive service tunnel network. While there is a small amount of official documentation acknowledging the existence of these service tunnels in the form of an IIT magazine article from 2004, ClearNet, they do have a link that you can access. However, owing to the considerable secrecy and mystery regarding the exact layout, and even the existence of some of these tunnels, they have become the subject of many urban legends. Owing to the curiosity of some of us geeks, there have been some efforts of varying success to explore, document, and experience this mythical tunnel system firsthand. Therefore, some select documentation and photos have been made available that support as well as discredit some of the urban legends regarding such, and is otherwise just plain cool in my opinion. However, should you plan to venture into the tunnels or any other undocumented area of campus, there are some potential risks that you should be aware of, since staying safe is always of utmost importance, as well as not taking part in any action that may cost anyone undue amounts of time, effort, or money, or otherwise ruin the experience for others. As a result, there are a few things that I like to mention. Use common sense, never explore when under the influence of any substance, damage and vandalism not cool, leave no trace, alright, blind, community, copyright, security. Avoid exploring alone, that definitely, like, first of all, don't fucking go into it because it's trespassing, it's illegal, I would never recommend that shit. But if this is just general advice, just don't fucking do things alone, you know what I mean? Many of the people are insulated using asbestos insulation, which is quite safe as long as it is undisturbed. However, it is a known carcinogen when airborne, so it is advised to not touch any insulated pipes and to avoid breathing the dust as much as possible. Be alert to other miscellaneous hazards, okay? Avoid detection. While there are some that turn a relatively blind eye towards certain types of exploration, the majority of those you may encounter will frown upon such activities and may have you reprimanded. While I will not disclose my exact techniques, I will say that it is advisable to have a plan consisting of both more or less common sense strategies, as well as potentially advanced technical means to manage the risk of detection. You're basically telling you to be stealthy. This was updated, I think September 18th. Oh, that was really recent shit. But let's go to the tunnels, the roofs, and the map, and let's see what this person has managed to capture. So, Alumni Memorial, Pearlstein, Wishnick, Pearlstein. Let's go to the Alumni Memorial, why not? So, ooh, they actually have full-on photos of this shit, too. And this is a deep web link. I'm not noticing any clear web reference. Maybe there is if you just type in IIT Underground. This is an actively used tunnel from the Am Hall basement to the Any Machinery room of Herman Hall. This tunnel is quite different to access owing to the relatively new door of Modico locks on both sides. Okay, so we're looking through these photos over here. I'm not gonna lie, man. I would be scared shitless of doing this. I don't know why. It's not claustrophobia, though. Like, that's not the thing. I could never fucking go down a tunnel, dude. Like, that shit scares me the fuck up. Like, if I go down to a tunnel like that by myself, even with somebody else, I don't know what it is, but just going down this long-ass corridor, that shit is fucking scary, okay? Like, dead fucking scary. Even if it was, like, my job to do it, I would not do this job, no matter how good it paid me. There's something about going down in places like this that's just really fucking scary. Like this photo itself. This shit is fucking spooky. I wouldn't do it. I would never fucking do this. Even for a job, I would never, no matter how good it fucking paid. I don't know why, man. I can't do that shit. This, to me, is like fucking... Like, this to me is like panic-inducing shit, you know what I mean? Like, just walking down tunnels like this, like, what the fuck would you do if the lights went out, right? Like, God knows what you're gonna find down there. I would not fucking do this, dude. Have been to... Okay, see, that's... Like, I couldn't fucking do that, dude. Even though it's like, this is not it, like, as a joke, I still couldn't do that. If I read that shit on a pipe all by myself, I'd be like, we're getting the fuck out of here. Like, we're really getting the fuck out of here. That's what I would do. All right, we already looked at every single one. Let me just finish the top one again. Fuck no, dude. I could not do this shit. This is spooky is what it fucking is. But God bless this man for at least trying to locate stuff. So they have explored roofs, I guess, which is interesting. I don't really know what... Wow, that is a beautiful view, by the way. All right, nighttime Chicago skyline. All right. Higher risk of detection. Obviously, if you're going to be on the fucking roof, they're going to detect you the fuck up. So don't do it. All right, don't trespass in general is all I can really fucking say. No, this is the other roof. This person really did a lot of exploring of their shit, man. Like, I'll be honest with you, they must have fucking been a little bored. But here they got a nice map little made of the area, you know, so you can use this as your fucking as I suppose your reference, your little guidebook. Okay. Again, I wouldn't break in because that is fucking illegal. Okay, they could really reprimand you, and if you go to the school, you might not be able to return. Okay, if they find out that you've been fucking trespassing on their shit, you know. But anyways, I think I've seen enough of IIT Underground. We've seen a fair bit of this. All right, this definitely is some interesting shit. You know, again, you know, tunnels interest me, but fuck, man, I won't fuck with that shit. Hell no, God knows what the fuck you'd see down there in such a tight, closed area. Fuck that, dude. But, hey, God bless the people who are exploring, so I guess I don't have to. I mean, I can just look at this stuff and have my curiosity, you know, sedated. But that being said, we're going to back out of this. We're going to go to something else, and hopefully it'll be danker than this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, blood, spill some. If you look at that edgy fucking handprint over there, it's got a little hole through it. Okay, that's supposed to... I'll tell you right now, it's definitely left my rectum in a spooking mode. But this is Blood. Blood is a violent, gory, and dark-humored first-person shooter for the PC. By the way, which we've actually done a creepypasta of, so interesting little, interesting little fucking return. Full circle, I guess you could say in another way. Released in 1997, the game was published by Monolith Productions for Windows 95 and DOS. Again, man, I feel so fucking old right now. The game was originally under development by 3D Realms, who later sold it to Monolith Productions so the developers could focus on another classic FPS, Shadow Warrior, which is a great, good fucking game, by the way, that was released the same year. Blood remains one of the little-known, underrated gems spawning from the pioneering era of PC gaming. So here's the story, and this is ripped straight from the game manual, by the way, so, alright. In an age and a region renowned for cruelty and violence, Caleb was legendary. Born in western Texas in 1847, he had sealed a reputation as a merciless gunfighter by the age of 17. Not even old enough to drink, and this dude's already popping motherfuckers. But was 7 years later when he met Ophelia Price that his hunger for bloodshed took on a menacing new timbre. She was already well beyond the bounds of sanity when he found her cowering in a charred ruin of the burned-out homestead where her husband and child had perished only days before. It was neither her tattered beauty nor her plight that compelled Caleb to take her in. However, it was the words he picked out of her virtually incoherent mumblings. He learned that her husband had attempted to rescind his membership of the dreaded cult of Tjecherneberg, okay? And in return, cultists had set fire to the house in the night. Ophelia was filled with rage, not at the cult, but at her husband, whose cowardice she blamed for the death of her young son. Well, that's what happens when you're with a fucking cuck, okay? They don't really know how to stand up. So you fucked up, Ophelia. All right, I'm sorry, it was your fuck up, not the cult, okay? You're the one who wanted to get cucked, all right? That's what fucking happens. Hey man, alright, I do sympathize with you, that's wrong of me. But Ophelia was Caleb's doorway to the cult and its dark purpose. He could not have known that in time he would come to love her. Not that their service to the cult would find the two of them beloved among the chosen elite servants of the dreaming god Tjecherneberg, the one that binds, devourer of souls, in the hall of the Epiphany, a temple that spans the chasm between the worlds. The four remaining chosen stand at the forefront of a procession of worshippers. Tjecherneberg's presence is felt more than seen the great, frigid weight of a hunger that spans millennia. He speaks in a cacophony of voices stolen from the dead, summoning the chosen to the center of the sacrificial ring. Sacrificial ring. God, I need to fucking read. It's late at night, okay? Please. Just let me get away with that. They stand before the dark god, united by a sudden, inexplicable sense of doom. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna skip through it, okay? It's a little too edgy for me. Alright, but here you got a screenshot of Blood, which, by the way, I recommend some people play, because, you know, it's an interesting game. You know, it's not, it might not be Doom, okay? Like, Doom's fucking kick-ass, but hey, it's kind of up there, so give it a shot. Now, it has downloads over here. Now, which is, by the way, apparently these people say it's a clean download, okay? I wouldn't download anything off of a fucking deep web link, you know what I mean? Like that I wouldn't do, okay? That's not my recommendation. And first of all, I'm sure this is piracy, so again, don't commit any illegal activities. We don't condone it, but just don't do something that'll land you in a rectal fucking pounding penitentiary, okay? Don't do that. All right, that's essentially what it is. But you know, I love it when we come across like sites where fucking it combines the gaming side and the deep web side together. You know, just one amalgamation. And if you add the creepypasta we've done on Blood, it's almost like a fucking gangbang or some shit like that. What the fuck is up with my hand motions? But they got some PC requirements. I don't have anywhere close to this shit, so clearly I can't, like a null modem cable? Like, you're speaking gibberish to me, lad. Okay, come on. All right. VGA 256 color? Sorry, graphic card. You can't do that shit. 50 megabytes of hard drive space. You can go fuck yourself. And wait a minute. If it was 50 meg, yeah, okay, whatever. I guess the 4X CD-ROM makes sense. Pentium 75 megahertz or better. Okay, now you're talking NASA shit to me. Okay, now you're just insulting me. But they got a whole download over there apparently, and it leads to uploadfiles.io, clear web shit. But I wouldn't fucking download anything. It's no. But they got a SIGINT address, so you can at least ask questions. And what's nice about this though is at the same time, I feel like, I don't know why they decided to put Blood up here, because the download for this is very readily available. I guess in a way it's just a tribute site to a game that a lot of people like, and it's amazing the kind of stuff you can find here because it's so reminiscent of something you find on the clear web. There's so many sites that you can Google up that are homages to their favorite, like, old PC games or console games, down to the point where they have like a coveted download link to the actual game itself. So, it's definitely nice to see this shit. It's definitely nice to see some Blood, okay? I might spill some after this video if I have it installed on my computer, which I think I might have it somewhere, but I don't know. Regardless, though, that being said, great tribute, and it's nice when we get this trifecta gangbang, so it marries everything on this channel together. But let's go to something else. I mean, we found a video game, we found educational material, we found a net of aliens, and fucking everything in between, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to something else. All right, let's it just gets danker. I like this week. We got a little bit of everything. All right, let's hit up another site. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the library. So, welcome to the spooky deep web. Same as the old web. I guess that's the theme of it, is trying to at least help people understand that the web isn't all that spooky, whether you're on the deep or the clear side of it. But opening this up, you come across what is something I have not seen in a while. Archives. Ladies and gentlemen, I remember a long time ago, long time ago, I think this was like in the first 10 episodes of the Deep Web, we came across the Strategic Intelligence Network, which basically led us to a whole lot of laughs, a whole lot of